Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so the other night when we were streaming the AGL Rose EZA, it was a great stream, a lot of fun, a lot of new faces, and as I often do on the streams, when things started to pick up, we set a like goal for the stream, and then basically if we hit the goal, I was going to do a multi-summon on the LR UI Goku banner. So I've actually got that clip here ready to show you, so let me go ahead and play that now. But anyway, we are going to end the stream with the multi-summon as promised. We did hit 75 likes. We actually got to 76, so shout out to all of you guys. I am a Ningen of my word, so we will do a multi-summon. We're going to go ahead and crack the code on our boy God Goku, aka LR Ultra Instinct Goku. Shout out to the boys Toon Rami and Havo High. I think it originally comes from Havo High, that's where most people know it from, but funnily enough I had actually not really heard of Havo High until I met Toon, so I actually got it from Toon Rami, so shout out to the boy. And yeah, so we cracked the code and we are going in for a multi-summon on the LR banner. So come on boys, send me that luck in the chat. Oh wow, just Chaozu. Wow, I mean Ningen of 9 singles. Okay, well we at least went Super Saiyan. Now we only got Chaozu, but admittedly in the past I have pulled good stuff off of like really bad animations. I got a Goku and Yamcha once where we only went Super Saiyan 1 and I'm pretty sure I pulled an LR, so you never know. I'm not going to keep my hopes up, but you never know. So we are going to jump in, let us go. Shout out to everyone in the stream. Boom, let's go. What can we get here? Can we actually get something good? So go God maybe? Okay, Super Saiyan 3. Okay, yeah, godly combo, Goku and Chaozu, the gods of Dokkan battle. So see with a Super. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Someone says we got the Owari Da. I don't actually have the sound on my computer, so I didn't actually know that. But yeah, so that's an LR that I don't have. Well, okay. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, I pulled an LR that I did not have, got a little bit excited. But yeah, so the GT trio. It's been one of the LRs that I haven't had. 4.6. Okay, this is a rainbow friend, so, but still, that's pretty crazy. So the GT trio, I have heard people refer to them as Go-Punks, because obviously Goku, Pan, and Trunks, but I hate that name, so I've always referred to them as the GT trio. They came out during the 4-year anniversary as the Part 2 LR banner alongside LR Baby. Much like when the 5-year rolls around, we get the Part 2 LR banner that has Rose and Broly, well, Broly, Chilai, and Lemo. So they are the only still summonable leader for the Dragon Ball Seekers category. So if we have a look here, the only real leader that category has at the moment is this free-to-play LR, but the leader skill is only 77%, which is not particularly great. So we have these guys, they not only give 170% across the board, but they give 4 key. And then they also support super int types as well for 4 key and 100% attack and defense. So yeah, let's just leave this like this. So I think one of the reasons why people are like not really super hyped about this LR, I don't see like anyone really talking about them, is that when you look at what they do on paper, they don't seem that impressive because they don't have like some crazy special thing that they do or some like ridiculously large boost to one of their stats. So if we have a quick look here, I've got the wiki thing pulled up. So obviously they do colossal damage and mega colossal with their 12 and 18 key supers. Their 12 key super, they raise defense by 33% for 1 turn, and then the 18 key super by 33% for 3 turns. So obviously that will stack, which is pretty good. And then their passive, attack and defense 77% when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack 77% if it is an ultra super. And then they get key +1 per Dragon Ball Seekers category ally on the team. So obviously on the actual Dragon Ball Seekers team, which is what we're running now, they get a huge buff because every single person on the team is a member of that category. But the one thing that jumps out to me immediately when reading their passive is the fact that they get all of their defense when performing a super attack, which means if we put them there in the first slot, their passive won't have activated yet, so they don't have any defense. So that's not the best. I'm going to put him on rotation with this Gohan here, just because he is, of course, the 50% support unit for Super Int. Their link set is interesting. They do have Prepared for Battle at least, which is good. And then they have Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Rival Duo, GT, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. So there's quite a few Shattering the Limit units on Dragon Ball Seekers. Dragon Ball Seekers has always been like a super free-to-play friendly team, because it has a lot of really, really good free-to-play units like LRB. Wow, we took 9 damage from a super attack. Like LRB Pan, the LR Goku and Arale that you saw. I did bring them on the team, obviously. You saw them there, but because they actually are really good. Even on their like free-to-play version of the team where you run them as a leader, it is actually possible for them to hit like really, really high attack stats. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that here. You need to get like rainbow orbs with them though to really maximize what they do. So we'll grab those, and then we can give all of those to you. So B-Pan, obviously very good defensive unit. Heals is a free-to-play LR, very useful. So this is a very good team for her. Obviously she does have the GT link as well, so she would be pretty good next to them on rotation. She can get us that nice little bit of healing as well. And then of course on the team, see 2.1 mil. I mean, considering they're a free-to-play unit, pretty decent. I always thought their super attack animation was pretty cool as well. But yeah, 2.62. So no support unit on the rotation. This is my one. So this is the 55% version of the LR. So pretty decent attack stat. There's a little part of me that's a little bit salty that it was this LR and not like Baby, because out of the 4-year stuff, when the 4-year rolled around for global, Baby was the one that I really wanted. I even farmed up like the 9 Super Vegeta, well, Super Baby Vegetas like going into the event, and of course I didn't pull him. So let's go ahead and yeah, we can give you. Actually, no, let's let these guys go first, because I feel like we're probably going to kill here. Because we've also brought this Giru, who is a unit that I don't really ever use on any other team. He is literally designed for this team. He gives Ki 2 and attack and defense 60% when there is a Hybrid Saiyans category ally on the team. That's for himself. And then he gives Dragon Ball Seekers category allies Ki +2 and attack and defense 30%. So, very solid support unit. You can see pretty damn good attack stat right there, and 5.7 million crit. So I think it's a cool, fun little unit. I definitely would put them on the lower tier of summonable LRs in terms of like the ones that I would want to pull. Like this team is actually quite good, pretty fun to run, but it's obviously not like one of the top tier teams in the game. It does have a really interesting like mix of units on it, but a lot of them don't really go together very well. Because there's like a couple of freezers, the LR Ginyu is on here, well both of them. The LR Goku Black in, well Zamasu in Goku's body that comes out during the 5-year is on here as well, which is pretty interesting, but there's not a whole lot of good extreme units. All the free-to-play Ginyu Force are on here, I guess they are pretty good. The Zamasus are on here. No, the normal base Zamasus are on here, but the transforming AGL one isn't. I guess because at that point, because he transforms into Merge Zamasu, he already had the Dragon Balls. But yeah, a couple of Freezers, a couple of the like GT Gokus, the free-to-play Bulma from OG Dragon Ball. So there's a bit of crossover with the Dragon Ball Saga as well. The LR Demon King Piccolo that will be the next World Tournament reward is on here. So there's some interesting units on here. It's just not really like a super top tier team. And then of course the problem is, because the card is Goku, Trunks and Pan, it means they can't fit into like either of the family teams. Like if it was just Goku and Pan, they would be on the Goku family team. So they're only on Dragon Ball Seekers and then Join Forces. And Join Forces is another team that just like nobody really ever runs. Like it has a lot of decent units on it. 4.6 has a lot of decent units on it. The only leader is the LR Kale and Caulifla. I think is their leader skill like 130%, and some of the units on there go well together. But it's just like most of the best units on that team are just better on other teams. And then yeah, it's unfortunately the same for them. So we definitely need a new GT category. We've got the Shadow Dragon Saga. Because we have the rest of the Dragon Ball Z split into sagas and we have the Shadow Dragon Saga, I doubt they'll ever do like a GT category. Wow, 3.7, that's really good for no dupes. So they'll probably do like the Baby Saga. Maybe they'll do the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga as its own one. I feel like that could be rolled into the Baby one as well, just to give more of a selection of units. And then these guys would be on that category, which would then potentially give them like a new lease of life, because obviously, like I say, right now I just feel like there's not a huge amount of use for them. They kind of lead this team and then that's really it. Like I said, if the card didn't have Trunks, they'd be on the Goku family, but then that would be quite interesting because they do have a decent link set. I could see them working really well on the Goku family team, but obviously they are not on there. They do make up for it though with the fact that their leader skill is so high. Like there wasn't a lot of units, even Dokkan Fest exclusive like units. There's not a lot that have category leader skills of 170% across the board, and then even those ones that do, they only give 3 key and not 4. So because this team has a lot of LRs on it, having a double lead of a percentage boost that high and then 4 key is obviously really good, because everyone's starting off the turn with 8 key already. So the category is definitely interesting. Obviously it's not like the best thing ever, but you know, I did pull them on the stream. It was pretty hype, so I figured I might as well jump in and do a little quick run with them just to see how they would do. We're going to get the Dokkan attack with them here with the support from the Gohan. This should be a pretty crazy attack right here. Unless, of course, I mess up the second one. But we should still do some good damage here. So let's see what we're going to get here. I think, will we finish off God Goku? We got 4.6 million attack stat. I would like to think so, because if we get a crit as well, there's going to be some pretty crazy damage. So, and their super attack's cool. It's like a nice little quirky little animation. All come together there for the triple Kamehameha. And then this nice little pose at the end. 5.82. And he survives with the tiniest sliver of health. And so, of course, super attacks me for 20 damage. I mean, you guys know how much damage God Goku does in the Legendary Goku event. So this is what I was saying about them maybe not looking so great on paper, with the fact that you see that they only get 77% defense from their passive, but they're raising defense with their super. Because they get so much key from the Dragon Ball Seekers teammates, they are pretty much always going to 18 key super. I mean, look at this guy. Like, before links even come into play, they're already at, like, what, 15 key? So, and then of course B-Pan has Shattering the Limit and GT. So yeah, it's super good. I was going to end it with this turn, but let's go ahead and use B-Pan's active skill, just since I haven't used it yet. And we can see how much damage my one will do in the final slot there. So let's grab that for you. Give B-Pan all of these, and then we can give them all of those. Get that full 24 key super. And then of course I didn't really mention him at all, but the Dokkan Fest Kid Goku is obviously a really good unit. And him being on a 70% across the board team, he's obviously going to do really well. Look at him here tanking double digits against the blue Goku. That's very good. Obviously he is a fierce battle unit, whereas this team does have a lot of Shattering the Limit units. But he's still obviously going to be very useful. He has that active skill and the guaranteed crits part of his passive that will be very useful in an event once you drop below 50% health. Or is it 59? It's close enough to 50. But, well, 3.5. So 3.5 attack stat thanks to the Bpan active skill. They don't exactly share a ton of attack links with her. But yeah, pretty decent. So that was the new LR that I pulled on the stream. Like I said, the stream was a lot of fun. Chat normally wants me to do a multi for some sort of light goal. So we always have a bit of fun with that over on the stream. So if you haven't caught a stream before, make sure you keep an eye out on the channel. I don't have a regular streaming schedule because unfortunately I don't have a regular work schedule. Like I always work different days every week. But I always try and keep people posted on Twitter and on my Discord about when I'm going to stream. So if you guys have not followed me there or joined my Discord, make sure you go ahead and do that. And yeah, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below. And I will see you all again soon. 6.1 million, okay. Have a good one.